In an increasingly polarized world, where the search for meaning and purpose grows stronger, a work emerges that revives ancient Gnostic traditions and challenges conventional views about human history and its place in the cosmos. Cosmic Reintegration, by Brazilian writer Jan Val Ellam, pseudonym of Rogério de Almeida Freitas, invites us on a journey that weaves Earth's trajectory with cosmic events of epic proportions. For those in the United States unfamiliar with Ellam, it's worth placing him in context. He is an author who explores convergences between Christianity, Allan Kardec's Spiritist doctrine, and ufological research, grounding himself in universalist spirituality and the concept of planetary citizenship. His work resonates with the existential unrest threading through contemporary society. Ellam doesn't openly claim to be a medium, but accounts from those close to him, including his son, describes striking experiences of his psychic abilities, a capacity to navigate subtle dimensional spheres and connect with spiritual entities that, he says, transmit the information in his books. With around 50 published works and over 100 still unpublished, according to his official website and interviews, his literary output is remarkable. He himself calls his writings cosmic gossip, acknowledging he can't prove the truth of what he receives. This stance, urging doubts over certainties, is rare among authors and underscores the uniqueness of his approach. From this perspective, universal laws, human passions, and frustrations assume a cosmic scale. Recognizing this role can shed light on Jesus' mission, an elevated spirit who, in the flesh, faced human limitations and clashed with an imperfect creator. Yet, resurrected, he returns as a spirit of truth, driven by love. In Acts 9, he appears to Saul of Tarsus, who, transformed into Paul, lays the groundwork for Christianity, a movement that, centuries later, crystallizes into the Catholic Church. Jesus knew his message wouldn't be fully grasped in that era, so he entrusted its spread to Paul. Paul, however, shapes it in his own way, building a structure that doesn't quite mirror Jesus' original intent. But what else could be done in such a time of darkness? Humanity, though, has evolved. Spiritism, introduced by Kardec in the 19th century, found its strongest foothold in Brazil, around 3.8 million adherents, or 2% of the population, per the 2010 IBGE census, adjusted by recent estimates. While in North America, it's less than 0.1%, according to the World Christian Encyclopedia, 2021. This maturity opens the door to revelations like Ellam's, which push aside religious mysticism and materialist presumptions, offering a fresh lens on creation, our spiritual essence, and a possible state of captivity. Still, life needn't be seen as punishment, but as an opportunity for growth. The material experience, with its relationships and endeavors, serves as a playground for the soul, where memories and emotions enrich us. The work Cosmic Reintegration bears striking similarities to the Nag Hammadi writings, a collection of Gnostic texts uncovered in Egypt in 1945. Like them, Ellam's book challenges traditional Christianity, presenting an alternative narrative about creation, humanity's fall, and the path to redemption. Both sources explore the duality of light and darkness, the notion of a transcendent God, and the importance of self-knowledge for spiritual liberation. Ellam's narrative unfolds on a cosmic stage where Earth, a small blue planet on the galaxy's edge, plays a pivotal role. The book takes us to a distant past when Earth was a meeting point for interplanetary races, a true melting pot of cultures and wisdom. This harmonious coexistence, however, is shattered by Lucifer's rebellion, a being of immense knowledge and power who, driven by pride and an unrelenting quest for answers about divinity's nature, defies the authority of the cosmic Christ, known in other traditions as Sophia, the embodiment of wisdom. Lucifer's rebellion, as Ellam describes it, echoes the Gnostic tale of the Archon's fall, celestial beings who rebelled against the transcendent God. In both, the rebellion stems from pride and a thirst for power, leading to their downfall and the creation of an imperfect world. Just as the Gnostics saw matter as a prison for the spirit, Ellam portrays Earth as a prison planet, an exile for rebellious spirits. He presents a Lucifer not as the evil demon of Christian lore, but as a complex figure, driven by deep questions about divinity's essence. His pursuit, though flawed in its methods, mirrors humanity's own search for meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. The rebellion, then, is not just defiance, but a reflection of existential anguish. As a result, Earth is isolated from the cosmos, entering a period of cosmic quarantine. The exiled rebel spirits, incarnating in human bodies, carry the weight of their past and a tendency toward negativity. Humanity's story, in this light, becomes one of falls and recoveries, of inner and outer struggles, as these spirits seek redemption. Amid this backdrop of darkness and suffering emerges the cosmic Christ, Sophia, who, moved by love and compassion, intervenes in Earth's history. Ellam depicts a Christ who sheds celestial glory to incarnate as Jesus, sharing with humanity the path to redemption. His mission isn't one of conquest, but of guidance, pointing to spiritual freedom through love and forgiveness. Ellam's narrative stands out for its detail and depth in exploring humanity's cosmic and spiritual dimensions. He describes the extraterrestrial races that shaped humanity, the conflicts between light and darkness, the role of spiritual mentors, and the planetary recycling process, preparing Earth for cosmic reintegration.
As a Spiritist, I questioned aspects of the doctrine until I delved into his books and lectures. They offered me a compelling overview of the great cosmic, philosophical, and spiritual questions that haunted me. Cosmic reintegration isn't for those clinging to thrones of certainty. It's a fascinating exploration that, for me, illuminated a threshold I only vaguely sensed. It provides clues about Jesus' coming and his cosmic role, suggesting the universe's creator isn't the primary source we call God. What struck me was the revealed closeness between elevated spirits, the Creator, and humanity. A bond that raises the question, did we drift from them by choice, or were our consciousnesses imprisoned? Jesus' words in John 8:32, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free," take on a transcendental depth.
One of the work's most compelling aspects is its detailed account of reincarnation. Ellam explains how spirits are bound to physical bodies, how vibrational affinity laws influence parental choices, and how earthly experiences drive spiritual evolution, a perspective deeply rooted in Spiritist doctrine, offering a unique view of life's cycles. Ellam also portrays Yahweh, a complex and controversial figure pivotal to humanity's story. Presented as a being of great power and wisdom, Yahweh crafts the Hebrew people and paves the way for Jesus' coming. Yet his actions are marked by ambiguities and contradictions, reflecting divine complexity. The work doesn't stop at the past. It looks to the future, foreseeing Earth's reintegration into the cosmic community, an event heralding a new era. This reintegration, however, isn't automatic. It's the outcome of a long, arduous inner transformation, where humanity must overcome its flaws to reach a higher consciousness. Cosmic Reintegration is a work that invites us on a journey of self-discovery, an exploration of the mysteries of life and the cosmos. Ellam's narrative, intertwining Earth's history with cosmic events of epic proportions, challenges our conventional perceptions and calls us to expand our consciousness. The book, with its similarities to the Nag Hammadi writings, reminds us of the ancient human quest for meaning and purpose. Lucifer's rebellion, the fall of the angels, Jesus' coming, and the promise of cosmic reintegration are themes that resonate with the existential questions that have permeated humanity since its beginnings. Ellam's work is a call to spiritual awakening, an invitation to individual and collective responsibility in building a better future. Cosmic reintegration, therefore, is not just a distant event, but a process that begins within each of us as we seek inner transformation and open ourselves to understanding a greater reality. In an increasingly polarized world, where the search for meaning and purpose intensifies, cosmic reintegration emerges as a fundamental work for understanding our time and the challenges ahead. The book urges us to look to the past, reflect on the present, and build a future that is fairer, more harmonious, and connected to the wisdom of the cosmos. The book highlights the importance of mediumship as a channel of communication between the material world and the spiritual realm. Ellam describes how mediums, through their abilities, can assist suffering spirits and contribute to the energetic cleansing of the planet. Mediumship, therefore, is not merely a paranormal phenomenon, but a powerful tool for individual and collective transformation. Ellam's work also addresses the issue of planetary unity, a fundamental concept for cosmic reintegration. The author argues that humanity must overcome its differences and unite as a single family to reintegrate into the cosmic community. Planetary unity, thus, is not just a utopian ideal, but a necessity for the survival and evolution of the human species. Cosmic Reintegration is a complex and multifaceted work that tackles deep and challenging themes. The book offers a unique perspective on humanity's history, its place in the cosmos, and the path to spiritual redemption. Ellam's work, much like the Nag Hammadi writings, is an invitation to the search for truth, a journey of self-knowledge and transformation that leads us to question our beliefs and expand our perceptions of reality. The resonance between Cosmic Reintegration and the Nag Hammadi texts extends beyond the narrative of rebellion and fall. Both explore the importance of self-knowledge as a path to spiritual liberation. Just as the Gnostics sought gnosis, the direct knowledge of the divine, Ellam emphasizes the significance of understanding cosmic laws and inner reform for spiritual ascension. In both cases, matter is seen as a veil that obscures the true spiritual reality. Incarnation, therefore, is not an end in itself, but an opportunity for the spirit to learn and evolve. Suffering, inherent to the human condition, is viewed as a catalyst for spiritual growth, a means of purification and liberation from the cycle of reincarnations. Much like the Nag Hammadi texts present a diversity of perspectives and interpretations, Ellam's work also opens itself to multiple readings. The author does not present himself as the holder of absolute truth, but as a messenger, a channel for the information transmitted to him by beings from other dimensions. This stance of humility and intellectual openness invites the reader to question, reflect, and build their own understanding of the themes addressed. The relevance of Ellam's work in today's context lies in its ability to connect ancient Gnostic traditions with contemporary issues. In an increasingly secularized world, where science and technology dominate discourse, Ellam's work reminds us of the importance of spirituality and the search for meaning and purpose in life. Cosmic Reintegration is not just a book about the past, but also a message for the future. The author invites us to reflect on our role in building a better world, a world where unity, fraternity, and love prevail over the darkness of ignorance and selfishness. Cosmic Reintegration, therefore, is not merely a cosmic event, but also a process of inner transformation, a call to individual and collective responsibility in shaping a fairer and more harmonious future. Ellam's narrative is rich in examples and quotes that illustrate the complex concepts he explores. When describing Lucifer's rebellion, for instance, the author emphasizes the importance of free will and the consequences of spiritual pride. Out of pride in what he thought he knew, Lucifer overstepped the level of hierarchical and fraternal coexistence. Strengthened by the acceptance and spread of his recklessness among the less discerning, Lucifer's leadership grew ever stronger. The depiction of the rebel angel's fall echoes the Gnostic narrative of the Archon's downfall. Once the rebellion was consummated, in agreement with the high celestial hierarchies, Sophia decided to gather in the rebel worlds all those irreparably disturbed by Lucifer's stance, so that the madness of Lucifer's pride would not disrupt the peace of mind of those who remained in balance. Ellam describes Earth as a prison planet, a place of exile for rebellious spirits. Prisoners of the consequences of the laws of cause and effect, we, inhabitants gathered for so long in this planetary cradle, need to prepare ourselves to once again coexist with the populations of the world surrounding us. The coming of Jesus is presented as an act of love and compassion from the cosmic Christ. He who was everything and will always be, willingly relinquished all attributes and potentialities inherent to his exalted spiritual condition, and prepared to plunge into the densest and most backward physical material level among all the worlds of that era. Ellam underscores the importance of inner reform as the path to spiritual redemption. Even more important is realizing that the cosmic individuality of each of us has existed for a long time, and that eternity envelops our spirit in the long evolutionary journey. When and how we will get there depends solely on the free will of our spirit.
Cosmic Reintegration is a work that invites us on a journey of self-discovery, an exploration of the mysteries of life and the cosmos. Ellam's narrative, intertwining Earth's history with cosmic events of epic proportions, challenges our conventional perceptions and calls us to expand our consciousness. The book, with its similarities to the Nag Hammadi writings, reminds us of the ancient human quest for meaning and purpose. Lucifer's rebellion, the fall of the angels, Jesus is coming, and the promise of cosmic reintegration are themes that resonate with the existential questions that have permeated humanity since its beginnings. Ellam's work is a call to spiritual awakening, an invitation to individual and collective responsibility in building a better future. Cosmic reintegration, therefore, is not just a distant event, but a process that begins within each of us as we seek inner transformation and open ourselves to understanding a greater reality. In an increasingly polarized world, where the search for meaning and purpose intensifies, cosmic reintegration emerges as a fundamental work for understanding our time and the challenges ahead. The book urges us to look to the past, reflect on the present, and build a future that is fairer, more harmonious, and connected to the wisdom of the cosmos. I hope you've enjoyed the summary and feel inspired to learn more about this and other works by the author. For me, it opened a path to answers I'd always sought, making our world a place that makes more sense. If you liked this content, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thank you for joining us.
They scripted the world in neon fiction, sold us dreams through a glass partition. We're the glitch in the simulation, a generation's incineration. Can you feel the voltage in the static? A million hearts screaming, we're automatic. Break the frame, delete their lies. We're the fire in the system's eyes.